Theatrical Shenanigans with
Izolda Trakhtenberg.
Hello there, and welcome to episode 2 of season 5 of Theatrical Shenanigans, and I hope you're all well. For this episode, like all our others, we'll be bringing you a wonderful audio play and chatting about said play with a guest. Speaking of which, my guest this week has joined Theatrical Shenanigans before on the Panel Presents back in August 2024, and it was so lovely to chat to her that I wanted to bring her back. She resides in Brooklyn, New York, and comes to the list of titles as long as my arm, including playwright, author, musician, and educator. She's released an incredible 9 books and is a fellow host, producer, and director of her hit podcast, The Innovative Mind. It's an absolute thrill to have her here. Welcome, Izolda Trakhtenberg.
Thank you so much for having me, Rachel. This is great.
It's an absolute thrill to have you back here. So, you have had an absolutely extraordinary journey. I was reading about it earlier before we did this, and I thought this would make a play in itself. But going more specifically, what brought you into the arts world?
Wow, that's such a great question. I would say that I was born into it. My mother was a professional singer, and she would sing to me regularly. And I come from a culture where singing is sort of the norm. You get together for a dinner party, eventually, you're all singing folk songs. And so I would sing harmony with her. And apparently, I actually was singing la, 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 la along with her before I could actually form words. So singing has been my life in many ways. And then started playing the violin when I was 5. And
Wow.
then yeah. And then we immigrated to the USA from the former Soviet Union. So stopped doing everything for about a year because there was we were living in a war zone. It was not a great time. And then I picked it all back up when I came to the USA and I joined school choirs and things like that. And then I auditioned for my first musical. And I'm going to just name drop here because it's always so cool for me. So I played Bellamy. I played the mother, who's normally a father. And Jeffrey Seller, who's the producer of little known shows like Rent and Hamilton and Avenue Q and In the Heights, was Huckabee. He was the father. And then Andrew Lippo, who wrote the music and lyrics to The Addams Family, was El Gallo. So we had kind of a people who went into the arts powerhouse cast, if you will.
Yeah.
And once I started doing that, I realized theater was really my great love. And it's been, in one way or another, performing or writing, and more recently, starting to write plays ever since.
But you come with easily half a dozen titles from author through educator, musician, playwright, obviously, if you just mentioned. Do you have a preferred hat of all of them, or is it a case of equal labours of love between a couple of hats?
Oh, that's such a good question. That's something that I've been trying to figure out most of my life. I think what happens is that I love what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And I've given myself permission to love what I'm doing while I'm doing it. In other words, I don't try to go, this is my favorite. Although writing and directing right now are the two things I most want to do. When I get the opportunity to be in front of kids and teach them about storytelling, or teach them about writing, or teach them about saving the earth, because I worked at NASA for many years, whatever it is, I love that more than I can possibly imagine or explain. And when I put that down and I take up something else, I love that more than I can possibly imagine or explain.
No, that totally makes sense. So obviously you said you only came into playwriting recently in the last few years, but you already have a fascinating collection of work. Do you have preferred topics that you like to write about or genres that you like to write in?
For books, mysteries.
Mm.
I love mysteries and have always loved mysteries. And I actually want to write a mystery play. And for plays, I feel like the topics I keep exploring are heritage, love, and the human experience on a slightly what I call natural plus level. In other words, it's not just us here today,
Mm.
it's asking the bigger questions, or the bigger picture questions about life, love, the universe, everything, and our place in ourselves and being at home in ourselves
Mm.
versus what are the things, what are the things that you don't want to regret at the end
Mm.
of your life? Because I tend to focus my plays on older protagonists and antagonists. I don't go for, they're almost never in their 20s or 30s. Most of the time they're in their 50s, because I think there are very few plays focused on people who have had that lived experience, who have lived lives, who've maybe raised children, and who are maybe facing their second act. What
Mm.
do you do then? Who are you then? That's one of the things I really want to keep promoting, is that you can be in your 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond and be a vibrant, contributing, exciting, creative individual.
Mm. It's a fabulously powerful message to put out there. Um, and then if all of your other achievements and all your other titles aren't enough, you also carry the title of host, producer, and director of your own podcast, Your Creative Mind, which is a fabulous title, by the way.
Thank
Um,
you.
what made you decide podcasting was a route you wanted to explore in amongst everything else that you do?
Oh, wow. Well, Rachel, you might have noticed I'm a talker. Right. And I love communication, vocal communication specifically. I think that it is one of the best ways, because before we had a writing system anywhere in the world, that's how we passed down knowledge, right? Around the
Mm,
bonfire, people would talk. The older people would pass down the knowledge to the younger people, and then those people would eventually pass that knowledge down, and they would tell stories about how the world began, and they would create together, they would make music together, and it was always about vocal communication. So that's part of it, is that storytelling, like you said, it's in our bones, and I want to tell the kinds of stories that creativity can bring about.
but as a person with so much experience and so much amazing wisdom to offer, which you do through your talks and your workshops and through the podcast as well, what advice would you offer to someone who is just starting out in this industry?
I would say, depending on the age, because if you're in sixth grade, go to your English teacher or your language arts teacher and talk to them.
Mm,
If you're already out, or if you're in college or something like that, or university, join a writers group or join a choir or go to a show. Start meeting people, because one of the things that happens, especially for writers, it can be a kind of a lonely existence because
mm,
you're almost always not writing in collaboration. One of the things I did to really boost my skills as a writer, this was a number of years ago, I did this project where I wrote a short story every single day for a year.
wow.
And yeah, but the thing is, I couldn't spend 2 hours on it every day. So I gave myself a deadline. I wrote from a prompt word, and I only had 1 minute to write the story.
Mm,
So it literally, I timed myself a minute, and I was allowed to edit what I'd written after that minute was up, but the story had to be done in a minute.
mm.
So there's this expansiveness that can start happening. Once you start any creative endeavor, you're going to start seeing other avenues where you can go with that creative endeavor that could just be a spark. And then all of a sudden it's a beautiful flame.
And finally, as always, what is your standout moment? A moment that you think about and makes you say, yeah, this is why I do what I do.
I was in college and university, and I was taking a women's studies class, and we had to do a social action as part of the women's studies class. We had to do some sort of outreach about feminism, and so I went, okay, I'm going to direct a play. That's what I'm going to do, because I was in doing a theater drama, an English drama major, and I went, I'm going to direct a play. I had no idea how to direct a play. But I went, that's what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
And the professor said the only caveat was it had to be a feminist play. And I chose British playwrights Pam Gem's Duzefish Stas and Vi. That's her play that I chose. And that all of the actors had to either be in a women's studies class or have taken a women's studies class. So I got 4 people to be in the show. It's a 4-person cast. By hook or by crook, on a $50 budget, we put up a production one time only, but we did it. And I remember sitting in the audience, and I'm about to start crying. It was so amazing because I'm watching these women do the show that I chose, that it was my vision, but that they were realizing so profoundly and so beautifully that I went, this is what I meant to do. And it was in a tiny little basement theater. We had a packed house, but it was a tiny basement theater. We had literally scrounged and gone dumpster diving to find the furnishings we needed. And it was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. And here's the thing, Rachel, honestly, I did not direct for years after that, just because I had to pay rent. I had to find a job where I could support myself and my cats. And that's still my great love. It's still, to this day, to this moment, that moment of watching these actors do the show and put everything they had into it and know that I had something to do with that. That was magic.
We move on from Izolda now to the playwright and play we're here to discuss. Dana Leslie Goldstein is another playwright with an incredible list of achievements. She's won a multitude of awards and competitions, including the New England Play Competition, Harold and Mimi Steinberg Playwriting Prize, and Different Voices New Play Award. She's a librettist in the BMI Theatre Workshop, an alum of Playwrights Lab at Women's Projects, and holds MFA degrees in playwriting and poetry. And if all that wasn't enough, she's had works published by Applause Books, Smith & Krause, and Next Stage Press. Dana's play today is called Natural, and in it we see two sisters, Erica and Maggie, who couldn't be more different, or at least that's how it seems to them. However, when Erica, very pregnant and 2 weeks overdue, begs Maggie to use her acupuncture and massage skills to help her go into labour, the two sisters embark on an unexpected path. Theatrical Shenanigans presents Natural by Dana Leslie Goldstein.
Wow, you are huge.
Oh, I know. 9 months, 2 weeks. Thanks for coming over so fast.
You sounded desperate. Never heard you sound like that before. It freaked me out.
Oh, I am desperate. The clock is ticking here.
Lots of people get induced.
I am not. Lots of...
And it works out fine.
You know this how? You've done research?
They wouldn't do it if it wasn't safe.
Oh, you are a very naive person. You always have been.
There are worse things.
I've done the research. There's impact on the baby and on the mother. Nobody is inducing me. Not tomorrow, not ever. I'm going into labour naturally, tonight. And we're going to make it happen, you and me. My bag is already packed and ready to go.
Now you sound like yourself. So, you're sure about this?
100%.
And you trust me?
I do.
You don't think it would be better to wait until Stephen's home?
Oh, he's never home. He had to check on a job site. He could be there all night.
Still, this is big, and I'm not exactly the...
You're a professional.
I have training, but that doesn't make me a professional. I can't make a living at it yet.
Well, if it works, I'll pay you. Then you'll be a professional.
It's not the same if your sister pays you.
Oh, you have to start believing in yourself, Maggie, or no one else will. Where's your massage table? Did you leave it in the hall?
You can't lie on my table. You're convex. The couch is fine. Just sit and...
You brought those oils I like.
And the infuser. I'll start heating.
Shiatsu first.
You're the boss.
What I really want is a martini.
Soon.
That's the plan.
Come on, sit. Let me at those shoulders. Wow. They really are tight.
I have a plan B. If this doesn't work, I've got castor oil.
Ugh.
I'm going to drink an entire cup. Turns everything to liquid.
Stop talking.
You're the one who's going to be here when I start having contractions. You need to know what to expect.
Maybe you should just trust the doctors tomorrow. It is a high-risk pregnancy.
Don't use that phrase.
But it's true.
I refuse to think of it that
They
way.
said you need to be careful with your age and...
Stop! Unless upsetting me is part of your process.
You think if I upset you, it'll help move things along?
Just keep rubbing my... whatever that is you're rubbing now.
Your sacroiliac.
You made that up.
I might not be pronouncing it right.
I'm doing this my way. Not one other thing about this happened the way I wanted it to, so this one thing is going to be up to me. Oh, I know this is the end of it. I know nothing's going to be about me for a long time after this. I'm ready for it. I'm prepared. If I can just have this one last thing go my way.
You did already manage to get her to turn over.
I did.
I never would have thought of that. Standing on your head in a frigging swimming pool. That was smart. And brave.
I still can't believe it worked. It wasn't my idea, though. I got it from the internet. Guess it's good for something.
Still, you're the one who did it. You made that happen. It's inspiring.
They never would have let me have a natural delivery if she'd been breech.
When did that happen?
What?
When did things start being up to them and not us?
Way before we were born. You know, I would have come to you for help next.
Yeah?
If the swimming pool thing hadn't worked, I would have had you try to get her to turn over with that yin and yang thing.
Yin and yang. With a triple S05. It's about 40% effective.
That's better odds than the swimming pool.
But you didn't need me.
Well, I do now.
You ready?
I don't look ready. I'm 2 weeks overdue.
I mean, are you relaxed enough for acupuncture?
This is as relaxed as I get.
Let me feel your pulse. Not terrible. Let's see your tongue. Go ahead. Stick it out. Looks good. Beefy. OK. Lie on your side. I'll warm up my needles. Keep breathing. In, out. Nice and slow. You OK?
Probably.
Let's see. What have we got here? We'll start with a combination. Liver 3, gallbladder 21, large intestine 4. And definitely spleen 6.
Is it going to hurt?
Only spleen 6.
What?
Sorry, I shouldn't joke. Spleen 6 doesn't hurt. None of my needles do. Breathe. My bad. I'm opening the back of your shirt. You good?
Yeah.
Shift your right leg a little. That's it. Liver 3 is in. So is...
Don't tell me.
Shh. They're all in, Erica. Just breathe. That's all you have to do right now.
You sure they're in? I don't feel anything.
Trust me. Now, I just need to stimulate the needles.
Oh, no.
You have to chill out. You can't control everything.
Who says?
You said. We just need to be in control of this one thing. How you deliver this baby, right? So trust me on everything else. Can you please do that?
I'm trying. I really am.
I'll take it. Now I'm just turning the needles. You feel that?
No.
How about that?
Nothing.
Good. You're doing great. Hey, so don't get mad at me.
Why would I get mad at you? Am I bleeding?
No, of course not.
Then I'm not mad.
I'm... It's not like I'm trying to steal your thunder or anything, but...
What did you do?
I'm nothing. I made a decision, that's all.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do this too.
That's not right. You shouldn't be able to stick pins in other people if you've never had acupuncture before.
I've had acupuncture, Erica, lots of times. I'm talking about this. Having a baby.
You're not serious.
I am. I think I would like to have a baby too. I've wanted to for ages.
You don't even have a job.
You said I was a professional.
Because I'm paying you. You're not making a real living. Hey, where are you going?
Don't move, or you might accidentally stab yourself.
Wait, I didn't mean...
Yes, you did. What happened to believing in myself?
Maggie!
I do believe in myself now, and I will be making a living. As soon as I'm licensed, and I have clients, and a space, you're not the only person who'll pay me.
I know that.
You don't even appreciate how hard it was to get over here tonight. I skipped a class in advanced sedation.
I'm sorry.
I even borrowed a car in case this crazy plan works and we need to go right to
It's
the...
not crazy. It's going to
Why
work.
can't I have this too? Why can't I have everything you have?
Have you worked for any of the things I have? Have you made plans and executed them? Have you laid the groundwork?
I'm laying the groundwork right now.
Please, come back here. I think my arm fell asleep.
No.
Maggie!
No.
I can't feel my arm!
Fine. I have worked very, very hard. Maybe not in the same way you did, but I've studied, trained, and I've looked at myself, really looked at myself. I'm doing something, starting to do something at least, that helps people, helps them feel better, be in balance with the universe, flow.
It takes a certain level of maturity to be responsible for another human being.
I'm responsible, and I'm ready. Is Stephen here with you now, rubbing your arm? Is he heating up essential oils? It's me. I'm here. I'm reliable now.
Of course you are.
That wasn't easy, telling you. I've wanted to tell you for years.
Wait a...
I froze my eggs about 10 years ago. I knew I wasn't ready then, but that's how long I've known I wanted this. We got that money from Dad's will, so I planned ahead. I figured that by now I'd be on my feet, and if I had someone to do it with, fine. And if I didn't, also fine. I mean, I had my twin sister, right? She'd be there for me. Are you here for me, Erica? Like I'm here for you?
Are you already pregnant?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Who's we?
No, I'm not telling you. I swore to myself I wouldn't tell you. You'll look at me the way you looked at me when I left school.
Oh, you had so much potential.
Or when I broke that first engagement
The one that got away.
I got away from him.
Maggie.
He was a drug addict.
So were you.
That is a huge exaggeration.
Fine.
I'm done saying anything that's going to make you look at me that way again. I'm through with it.
I won't.
You will. You can't help it.
Then that's on you. If you know you're doing something that a reasonable person would think was crazy, you've already judged it yourself.
It isn't crazy. It's just different.
Is someone else going to carry it?
Why would I do that?
Well, are you carrying it for someone else?
Oh, you're completely missing the point.
Is it in vitro? Well, that's not so...
Way more experimental than that.
It's one of those 3-parent fetuses.
I don't have a second parent here. Where would I get a third?
OK, I'm done. You don't want to tell me? Don't tell me. I have my own issues to deal with.
I want to tell you. It's just mine.
What does that mean?
There's no man.
There's always a man.
Maybe. There doesn't have to be. I said it was experimental. It is. It's cutting edge. I never could have afforded regular in vitro, but it's an experimental trial. So they're paying me. I guess I am making a living.
As a human guinea pig? Oh, if you needed money that badly...
I'm not taking your money.
You know I would always lend you whatever
Unless it's for services rendered.
This is insane. And completely unnatural.
There's nothing unnatural about it. Komodo dragons do it in nature. And sharks...
You are not a shark.
Oh, they've had success with mice in the lab. We're not all that different from them. Just because it's never been done doesn't mean it shouldn't be.
Oh, don't you have enough strikes against you without possibly bringing a genetically impaired child into this world?
I would love any child.
Have you thought about the long-term consequences? How many things have you started and then lost interest? This isn't something you do for a week or a month. This isn't a pet you can take back to the pound or a school you can drop out of. This is the rest of your life.
There it is. That look on your face. Why am I such a sucker? Massage yourself.
Wait,
Induce your own damn self. You're right. I am a very naive person. I thought you might be happy for me, not judge me from your...
I'm not judging. I never judge. I love you. I just wish you weren't so jealous that you have to do everything I do.
I don't do anything you do.
This! You're doing this!
I don't think I got this idea from you. I've had it.
Where are you going? Please, Maggie, don't leave me alone. You can't leave me here with pins sticking in me.
Needles. They are needles, and you are not a kind person.
Wait! You can't leave me here like a pregnant porcupine. Get them out of me.
Calm down. Be careful. You're shifting them.
Please, take them out. Now. Oh, this was a terrible idea.
Be still. Good.
Will it hurt? Taking them out?
Did it hurt when I put them in?
I don't remember. Please, just get them out already.
They're already out.
Oh, great. Can I move now?
You can do whatever you want.
I should have known this would be just another failure.
Thank you for your faith in me.
I didn't mean...
That's all I got.
Wait, Maggie, you're not the...
Sorry I wasn't more help.
Come back! I didn't mean you! Fine. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. Oh, crap. What just... Oh, my water. Maggie! My water just broke! Maggie! Come back, please! Help me! I'm sorry. Whatever I said, I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I need you. Please.
What the... Are you all right?
My water broke. Oh, be careful. The floor is... I have to clean it up.
No, leave it. It doesn't matter.
I think I need to go to the hospital. Right now.
Good thing I borrowed that car. Where's your bag?
It's already by the door.
Here. Let me help you. You see? You got it. Exactly what you wanted. You didn't even need the castor oil.
Thank you.
Wait. Shouldn't we call Stephen? Let him know we're going.
He isn't... We're not. He's not at a job site. I mean, maybe he is at a job site, but I wouldn't know. I don't know where he is. We're not...
Erica?
It's fine. It's all fine. I'm going to get what I wanted. A natural birth.
I'll stay with you. Through it if you want me to.
Yes, please.
For as long as you want. Whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
I absolutely loved that ending. That was Tanya Rich as Maggie and Sarah Edwards as Erica in Natural by Dana Leslie Goldstein. So Izolda, what did you think?
I enjoyed it so much. And first of all, anytime you get to see a sister's relationship that's realized, that feels real,
Yeah.
in a play, in any kind of, in a movie, a TV show, whatever, anytime you see it and it feels real. I have two sisters, so I know of what I speak. And no one's going to love you like your sister. There's no relationship that is the same as a sister's relationship. And you see Erica and Maggie, they don't have the best of relationships. They're not always friends. And yet when push comes to shove, they're going to be there for each other. And there's something very powerful in showing that in real time.
Mm. I love the fact as well that their relationship is almost discovered by the audience as the play goes on. So obviously you learn very quickly about the plan for the pregnancy, and then you're introduced to the various aspects of their relationship. So their marriages, their plans for the future, their professional lives, and you get to keep discovering and discovering and discovering right up until almost the very end when you find out about Stephen and the fact that
Right.
he's, and it's really interesting because it captivates an audience anyway, but the fact that you are continually discovering right up until the very last page is a wonderful gift to an audience. It's very much a power struggle between them, but only one of them actually sees it as a power struggle. I think Erica very much sees it as she is used to being at least one step ahead. She's used to being able to say to Maggie, you've got the skills, you'll get there, rather than Maggie being there
Right.
and not necessarily needing the pep talk anymore. At this point, especially by kind of like the end, Erica is needing
the pep talk, because she is going to have to deal with this on her own. I mean, I don't know how, obviously we don't know how reliable Stephen is,
Right.
so we don't know whether she's going to have to face this entire thing by herself or whether she's got provisions made. But she has been put on the back footing by it all, and I think
Hmm.
the fact that the last two lines are identical, it brings them both back into this lovely um, kind of bonding of sisterhood. So it's a case of, it's not about, who's more successful, who's having a baby, who's married, who's not. It's about two sisters being there for each other regardless of the circumstances. And that's why I think it's a gorgeous ending, because it's a case of, as they say, whatever you need.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you said that, because not only does the gap close because now Maggie wants to have a baby, but also Erica's by herself again.
Yeah.
So that facet of it, with Stephen being gone, now they're really going to be on a very similar level. And yet at the end, we see that above all else, they're sisters.
Mm.
That's, and they'll probably do it together. They'll probably figure something out together, because they do say, I'll be here for you.
Yeah.
We're going to do this together. And so there's something really powerful to me about that.
In my head, that's the almost moral of the story, I suppose, is
Mhm.
that relationships, especially with siblings, can be very complicated and can go up and down and here and there and all over the place. But at the end of the day, as long as you can say to that sibling, I'm here for you, whatever you need, then everything will be okay.
The whole acupuncture thing, I really want to know how how Maggie inserts the needles without there being pain, because I do my own acupuncture and there's never no pain. There's always some pain. But at the same time, this shows, within the context, within the world of the play, that Maggie does know what she's doing. The playwright thought to include that little tidbit of, and I mean, it's not little, there's a certain number of lines devoted to it, but that Maggie can do it painlessly, that Maggie can actually, in the end, help Erica with, I don't know if she helped get her to labor. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with her water breaking, but the fact is, it sounds like Maggie is good at acupuncture. She is on her way to getting her life together, even though historically she may not have been. But now she is. Now she's moving forward. And we see that because she can put the needles in painlessly. She can help her sister. And there's something very powerful about that. And whether or not Erica's ready to admit it and accept it is a different question.
Outside of the characters as well, what I loved about this was that it was a journey of discovery, not just from the character's sake, but I didn't know most of this stuff about pregnancy. So I knew there were certain things you could do to induce labor. I knew there was something about spicy food, and that was about as far as it went. I had no idea about castor oil. I had no idea about standing on your head in a swimming pool. Um, and and yeah, didn't know any of it. And then when Maggie was talking about how she was going to have her baby, and she says, "Oh, Komodo dragons do it." I was like, "Wow, I am discovering more and more with every page."
But it is really interesting to me how sometimes folk remedies, things that people were doing before the advent of what we might call modern medicine,
Mm,
they were doing them for thousands of years,
mm.
and they must have worked at least some of the time. So I don't know, standing on my head in a pool, okay, if that would be a way to get a baby to turn from breech to the right position, I actually would love it if it does work. I have no idea if it does work or not, but I would love it if it does. That's a great story.
Okay, we are almost out of time. Izolda, your final thoughts on the piece as a whole?
My final thoughts, I would say, are that I love seeing relationships explored realistically when the characters are under duress, and this play does that beautifully.
Mm. Yeah, I absolutely couldn't agree more. Okay, we are devastatingly out of time. Isolde, thank you so much for being here and being a fascinating person to speak to.
Rachel, thank you so much for having me. This has been delightful.
And that brings us to the end of our second episode in this 5th series. I hope you enjoyed the play you've heard today and my chat with Izolda. And as always, if you're a lover of audio plays or theatre in general, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, or subscribe on YouTube so you never miss an episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with another play and another guest, but in the meantime though, I've been Rachel Feeney-Williams, this is Theatrical Shenanigans, bringing down the curtain and saying, I hope you can join us next time.
Theatrical Shenanigans is part of an RFW Scripts production, found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts and Podbean. Theme music is written and produced by Chris Cody.